Everyman Driver Nation, top of the morning to you. Coming to you from the banks of the Little Spokane River, I'm Dave Erickson. Today, we are reviewing the 2016 Mazda 3 S Grand Touring, which is just off in the distance, but today I'm on a field trip in a way with the dogs. I thought I'd show you some beautiful scenery here in the beautiful inland Northwest. This is a gorgeous little river. I've actually floated on it before with one of my dogs in the past, and today we are out here on an adventure because actually we're trying to sell our house. We are moving to a new house. A little insider information. We are selling our house and we're having some home tours right now. So in the meantime, I gotta take the dogs out of the house, and this is my day to shoot my video. So I figured let's have some fun with it. We'll go down to one of our locations where we usually do our car reviews, take the dogs for a walk, show them this area, and have some fun with it. So here it is. Now, I've done a just arrived video of this car, so some of the things that I'll be doing today is things you've seen in the past, but if you haven't seen this video, this is an introduction to the Everyman Driver channel and format. This is a little bit different though. So here it is. It is in a soul red metallic color. Very nice. I really do like the styling of this car. You know, I had the Mazda 6 not too long ago, the 2016 Mazda 6. And this is bold, this is sporty looking, fun to drive car. Got some great styling cues here in the back. It's just a really good looking vehicle. We have the S Grand Touring, so this is loaded with some good features. Leather interior. Under the hood, a 2.5 liter, 4-cylinder. 185 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque, or flip-flop, somewhere around that range. Made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. We also have a manual shift option and paddle shifters. As far as gas mileage, let's go inside and I'll show you the numbers. See a heads-up display just popped up right there. Close look at that. I really like this option. It's something you also can turn off if you're distracted by that, but I find it helpful. The estimated miles per gallon in the city for Mazda on this 3 is 27 miles per gallon, 37 on the highway. I've put 135 miles on it so far this week, and I'm averaging 30.3 miles per gallon in mixed driving, and I've pretty much been in the regular mode. There is an option for sport, and I have not used the paddle shifter, so this is real world driving numbers. Pretty good. One thing I wish that was available here on the key fob is a button to open the liftgate. There isn't, but there is a soft pad just right of the backup camera. Press that and up it comes. Behind the back row of seats, which are a 60-40 split, is 20.2 cubic feet of volume. I went to Costco just yesterday, was able to fold these seats down and had plenty of room for lots of toilet paper, paper towels, Kleenex, boxes for fruit, vegetables, all that kind of stuff. I had to do some supply shopping for a local business. Anyhow, there's plenty of room in the back. I had no problems with it. In fact, since I have the dogs with me today, Maximus, you saw how big Maximus was. Hi, Maximus. He was able to fit in the back here, no problem. I did fold those down, so that was helpful. There is a bit of a guard right here as well, so when this closes down, you have some protection, some privacy. They also provide a net for this vehicle, and your spare tire is just below this floorboard. All right, so that is look at your cargo room and trunk space. Standard equipment here in my 2016 Mazda 3, rain sensing windshield wipers, heated side mirrors with turn signal indicators, and 18-inch alloy wheels. It also has bi-xenon headlights, LED daytime running lights, and an adaptive front lighting system, which means at night, when you start to turn the steering wheel, these headlights will begin to turn with you. Let's say you're going around a corner, they begin to adjust to give you a heads up on what's ahead of you. Great safety feature. Just in case you didn't see my just arrived video, here is a look at your backseat legroom and headroom from a guy who is 5'11". Could be more headroom, right? Here is my position as a driver up front. Here's my knees. So a little bit of room. There's a slight indent in the back of the seat to give me a little bit more room. That's okay. Leather trim sports seats in this vehicle. Gorgeous, comfortable, love it. Looks like they're even ventilated here. Good color scheme, in my opinion. As far as headroom, sorry about the selfie stick, but it's my circumstances today. Good indent here in the ceiling. You can see that indent right there. So plenty for me. I say if you have a couple more inches, if you're 6'1", should be fine back here. Of course, if you're even taller than that, probably want to sit in the front seats. You do have this sliding sunroof right there. Gives some more illusion of space. A lot more light, of course. You have this fold down armrest right here, wide, and two spots for cup holders, or two cup holders for spots for cups. Plenty of cup holders throughout this vehicle. One on that side door. We've got one on this side door. Looks pretty cool, right? Just like that. Now, it would be interesting to hear your opinion about paddle shifters. How often do you use them? Do you find them as a good selling point? To me, not so much. If I get an automatic transmission, I'm pretty much sticking with automatic transmission, and I don't even play with the manual too much. If it was my own vehicle, I think Melissa has an option on her car to go manual, but it's really not something that's attractive to me. Is it to you? Does that matter to you? For example, you have this option here. So let's say I go down to drive. I have the option of going up and down to shift between gears. You know, first gear, second gear, third, fourth while I'm driving. Doesn't really do it for me. It's not really something that's a selling point. Is it to you? Here's a nice plus, these leather trimmed sport seats. Nice bolstering right here. Not a whole bunch, but enough. So you can see here on both sides, great. It's got this perforated seating with some nice trim here along the edge. We've got the red trim, some black trim. Very nice, very upscale look. I think it really makes this vehicle, really makes it stand out and pop as far as interior and overall comfort. Connectivity is a huge deal for me when I'm on the go. I like to bring a charger with me to keep my smartphone charged, my iPhone, for example. And this car here has two different USB ports right here in the center. Just so you lift this armrest up, and you can see them right there. I love that option. And this SD card, that is what your navigation information is all plugged into, so you can see it on your 7-inch screen. Safety-wise, you have some pretty good options here for the Mazda 3. You have blind spot monitoring, which you can turn on or off. There's the adaptive front lighting system, which again, you can turn on or off. I don't know why you want to turn it off, but I like to keep it on. That's the feature that allows you to see as you're going around corners for the headlights. They turn with you, which I like. I already mentioned the rear blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, it's a tire pressure monitoring system. And here's what the backup camera looks like, which I use all the time. This is a nice wide angle there. Of course, I'm back in my driveway now, but there's a nice wide angle. So if I'm backing up, I'm able to see way over here and way over here. That vehicle is quite a ways away from the edge of my driveway. And I press this button here, I can change the brightness to make it look a little brighter, tint, contrast, etc. I'm sure some of you will want to know my driving impressions. I want to emphasize this. It's more important that you go out there and drive it for yourself so you can get that feel. But I will tell you that, I hit the accelerator, and this is front wheel drive. And a couple of times this last week, I've had them spin a little bit, traction control kicked in, the roads were wet. Got a lot of power, even though it's 184 horses. It doesn't feel underpowered. It's pretty decent. That 6-speed automatic transmission is smooth shifting. Fun to drive. A bit sporty. Well, not a bit sporty. It's very sporty, but I don't feel like I'm in a sports car per se. It still feels enough like, it's a sedan, so that's nice. Not like the M6, the Mazda 6 that is, but still gets around with a nice little bit of zip to it. Hi, Maximus. Look at that guy. Here's big guy. Well, I hope you enjoyed this different style of review of the 2016 Mazda 3. The MSRP is $26,500. Everything included on my vehicle brings it up to just over $30,000. I'll have much more information on everymandriver.com, which now features articles in Spanish. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks for watching.